Hey Moonrays, welcome back to my Sims 4 channel. Today we are building a rundown pizzeria in The Sims 4. But not just any rundown pizza in The Sims 4, this is inspired by Jeff's Pizza, which is featured in the most recent Five Nights at Freddy's game Into the Pit. Five Nights at Freddy's recently celebrated its 10th anniversary and released a whole bunch of new stuff in honor of it. And if you guys have been around here for a while, then you probably already know that I am a huge Five Nights at Freddy's fanatic. I have the movie poster in the background here. I also have two other Five Nights at Freddy's posters hanging up in my room, and I also have more that I just need to frame and put up. I have plushies, I have games, I have so much Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. Oh, and of course, there are also a ton of books. So there is the original series that came out shortly after the first couple of games release called The Silver Eyes, and that's like a trilogy. I think I have a posy hair on my lip. Then they have graphic novels based on that trilogy, and then they have my favorite books, which are the short stories. So basically they have two series of books that are kind of like Goosebumps, except they have three stories featured in each book. If you notice me fidgeting around a little bit, it is because the Menace is with me today. If you've been around here on the channel for a little while, then you know that the Menace is my little dog Posy. She is quite the rambunctious little thing. Hence why I call her the Menace. So you may notice me fidgeting around a little bit. That is because she squirms when I record. She just likes to cause as much chaos as possible, basically. Can I show you? Can I show you off to the audience? Can you look at the camera, please? You're not going to? Can you show everybody your trick? So she has this trick. We're going to take a brief intermission to show Posy's trick. She knows how to give nice kisses. Real kisses. Can you show everybody? Can you show everybody how cute you are? Can you give me a kiss? Mwah. Thank you. So sometimes if she gets a little bit excited, she will put some tongue in there at the end. That's her little version of a kiss, and it's so cute. She's done it since she was a baby. Oh, I love this dog so much. Are we just gonna do the rest of the speed build commentary like this, snuggling my puppy? Okay, no, she's gonna move. She's gonna move. But yeah, there are two book series that take place in the Fazbear universe. The first series is Fazbear Frights, and then the second series is Tales from the Pizzaplex, which is personally my favorite. But Fazbear Frights was the series to feature Into the Pit, which is what today's build was inspired by. Now, I will admit that I put my own spin on this because this was also inspired by the game, as I mentioned earlier. There was a game recently released that was based on Into the Pit. I had to put my own spin on this for a couple of different reasons. And the reason I had to put my own spin on this was for the same reason that I usually have to put my own spin on creating like sets from TV shows and movies, because the exterior rarely matches up with whatever the layout of the interior is supposed to be. Now, I do understand why that would be the case in terms of TV and movies, but I don't really understand why that would be the case when it comes to video games, because, you know, like TV and film are recorded on sets and then they use an exterior to kind of represent the house that they're filming in, the house or building, I should say. But when it comes to games, they should be able to match that up pretty well, but whatever. So basically, Into the Pit has a floor plan of this pizzeria that we are creating today, but unfortunately, I built the exterior first, and then the floor plan of the interior did not match the exterior build. So the build that I did here is heavily inspired by Into the Pit. The layout is pretty much the same, except it's flipped, because basically they had the entrance being on the other side, but when you look at the exterior, it's like this. I don't know. I'll pop up pictures to kind of explain a little bit of what I'm talking about. It's very confusing unless you are actually going through the process of building. It's really tough to explain, but basically the exterior of the build is as close to Jeff's Pizza as I could possibly get it. And I completely forgot to mention the key element to Jeff's Pizza. Jeff's Pizza used to be Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, okay? But after Freddy's closed down, Jeff went in and bought this place and turned it into Jeff's Pizza, and now it's a really rundown, kind of dirty, just generic pizza restaurant. I am gonna look at some notes here because I wrote a bunch of stuff to better explain what I'm talking about when it comes to what I did differently from the game. So basically what I did is I copied the floor plan almost exactly from the picture that hopefully I've showed by now, but but not everything ends up being the room that it was in game. So basically the arcade is the same, the kitchen is in the same position as it is in the game. However, the pit is actually supposed to be next to that. But again, that just didn't work in The Sims because the pit would have been too small and the kitchen would have been too small as well. The dining area is the same as well. Again, hopefully I have a picture of the floor plan up on this screen to kind of better explain what I'm doing here. I think if you're familiar with Into the Pit, then you're definitely going to be able to spot where I took the most inspiration from, because I went in with the idea of trying to make it look exactly like Jeff's Pizza, but when I went to do that, it just didn't look good to me. I didn't like the way that it turned out. The items that we had in game that resembled the items used in Into the Pit just didn't fit the whole pizzeria vibe. So where I took the most creative liberties was just to make this place look more like a pizzeria. This is so hard to explain, but I think if you build in The Sims, then you're gonna understand what I'm trying to say here. But even though it turned out to be more inspired by Jeff's Pizza instead of a one-for-one copy, I absolutely adore this build. It was so much fun to do. I had a great time with it, and I will say, a little bit of spoilers, I'm very excited to announce that we do have a pit in this game. And don't worry, it is not that terrible little ball pit item that we have. Don't worry, I made my own custom ball pit using dog toys. And I don't even want to say how long it took me to do. It took me not quite as long as you might think when you see it, but I probably did waste a lot of precious time, I will admit, working on that ball pit. But now that I've kind of caught you up on what this build is and what the differences are from this to the actual build that it was inspired by, I'm gonna catch you up on a few things because as you may have noticed, I've been gone for a few weeks, unfortunately. So basically that was because I have been streaming over on Twitch. I know that I've told you guys about that in the past, but basically we made Twitch affiliate in a very short period of time. So basically, I think about a week or so in, I realized that I was very close to meeting all of the requirements that it took to become a Twitch affiliate and basically monetize my Twitch channel. Which also, by the way, if you would like to join me and my sweet little community over on Twitch, we would very much love to have you there. My name over there is RaellyPlays, and I will have a link in the description for you guys to go check out. But basically, you had to meet all of those requirements in a 30-day period. And so I was like, you know what? I don't know if this will happen if I don't dedicate myself to doing it right now. So I decided to shift gears and just focus on monetizing my Twitch channel. I know I've spoken a little bit about it before, but my dream has always been to be a content creator. And so being able to monetize my Twitch channel has been such a blessing. Obviously, I'm not making very much money at all right now, and it's gonna be a while until I see anything over there. But it's just so nice to know that I am going to be slowly building up a little bit of money doing what I love. My goal is to really make this into a career, the whole streaming, the YouTube thing, because this is what I love. I love content creation so freaking much, and I love video games. So the idea of being able to support myself financially while doing something that I genuinely enjoy is just, that's the dream, you know? But I want to give a huge shout out to everyone in my Discord community. If you're not a part of the Discord, there will be a link down in the description below to that too. I genuinely have the best community over on there, filled with such wonderful, kind, and talented people. They have helped me out in so many different ways and have been so supportive, and they are genuinely the reason for why I was able to make Twitch affiliate so quickly, because they were just there and ready for me to start streaming, and it was just such an amazing thing. And I thank each and every person in the community who has showed up to my streams and has chatted with me. It's been so wonderful. But so that was a big thing that kind of happened recently. So basically, now that I have made Twitch affiliate, I'm ready to shift gears and kind of balance out streaming and coming back to YouTube. It's just that I really had to make that happen and just focus on that for a little while. However, I really tried to stay building while I could. Even though I had to stream a lot, I didn't really have time to sit down and record these commentaries, but I tried to build every second that I could. So I have this, and I also have a townhouse build inspired inspired by New Orleans in Willow Creek that should hopefully be coming out relatively soon as well. But speaking of pizza, this is another thing that happened to me recently. So I recently got an email from YouTube letting me know that I was selected as part of a program called YouTube High Five. Basically, they pick out a group of creators and send little perks out to them as a thank you for being on YouTube, being a creator here, and being a part of the partnership program. However, we are talking about me, and I am suspicious of everything. So I was super hesitant to sign up for this email because I'm like, is this legit? Like, they want to give me things, like, are you sure? But the email was totally legit. It's a totally legit thing. And basically, they gave me a $15 gift card to Domino's, my favorite pizza place, which was absolutely amazing. So I got to get a stuffed cheesy bread on YouTube's dime, which was absolutely incredible. I don't know, that was just super cool because I've been monetized on YouTube before, but that was a very long time ago and they did not do stuff like that back in the day. So this was awesome and very encouraging. And it's just nice to feel a little bit of being rewarded for being on this platform basically, because sometimes it can be a little bit discouraging with the algorithm and things like that. It's not always easy to be a creator here on YouTube. And I think just like little things like that go a really long way to boost morale. So that was really nice. Thank you to YouTube, who was absolutely not watching this video. But thank you to Team YouTube for giving me my Domino's gift card. It did indeed make my day. However, I was really disappointed because they were also giving away little YouTube play buttons, but they were LED lights. And unfortunately, they were out of stock. They had limited stock, and because I was so sus of this email, I missed out on my opportunity to claim one before they all were gone. So hopefully I get another opportunity to get a YouTube play button. I think that's a really cool idea because it's kind of like getting one of those big fancy YouTube play buttons, but for the little guys, you know? Getting the LED light. I think that's super cool. But that's about it that's been going on lately. Twitch has just been playing a really big role in my life right now, which has been amazing. I definitely have plans to upgrade my setup a little bit because basically I wanted to start streaming because I wanted to play Into the Pit over on Twitch. That's the whole reason I started. I was literally just thinking I was going to stream that and that alone, except for a little test stream to make sure everything was working properly. And unfortunately, it didn't come out on console the same day that it was released on Steam, which was a total bummer because some of you already may know, but I record everything that I create on a Mac and then I play all of my games on console. And then basically what I've been doing is casting my console over to my Mac, recording that in OBS through PlayStation Remote Play. Kind of crazy, but we're trying to do things on a budget here with things we already have. But unfortunately, I never got a chance to play Into the Pit, and on top of that, PlayStation Remote Play is a little bit glitchy. It worked so flawlessly the first couple of times, and now it's giving me a lot of trouble. So my PlayStation is literally right next to this computer that I'm recording on right now, but unfortunately, it keeps wanting to disconnect from the PlayStation Remote Play app, which is super annoying. So that's been a thing. I think my goal right now is to get a capture card and then maybe record that way, and then maybe I can get myself a Nintendo Switch and record a couple of different games that I can't get on PlayStation. I think that'd be cool. I think it'd be cool to stream like Animal Crossing and things like that. I also would absolutely love to find a way to end up streaming The Sims 4 on my Twitch channel as well, but the problem is, for whatever reason, when I open up The Sims and I try to stream it or record it, it sounds like my computer is going to burst into flames. I've said this before, like the fans kick on so high, and I'm sure that's like somewhat normal, but I don't know. I'm just not really comfortable with putting my computer in that position. I know that over time, that's probably going to be really hard on my computer, and I just like, this computer was expensive for me. I don't have a lot of money, so I want to baby this thing and make it last as long as I possibly can. And so I don't know how we're going to do The Sims. Maybe I'll have to figure out how to play it on console. I don't know, but I do want to stream it just for fun. I don't know if I'll necessarily stream actual builds that I do because I don't know, I just kind of need to do that in private. I think it'd be nice to have people like help me pick certain things and help me make decisions, but I'm just so slow with my builds that I think I'd like to do it just by myself and then just build for fun on stream and not upload it to YouTube. I don't know. But that's kind of the goal for right now. But I am so excited for you guys to see this pit in this game. Oh my gosh. So basically it took me an hour to create the pit that I put in this pizzeria. That's not too long considering I placed these balls that I used individually. I don't know. I kind of just got in the zone with it. So thankfully it didn't take as long as it could have. But the other thing that I did is I also made a room that's supposed to be like the stage that Freddy and the gang performed on, but I didn't really know what to do with the stage because obviously we don't have anything that represents animatronics in this game. And so basically what I ended up doing is hanging some curtains, and I used the platforms, I raised them up and just made it that you can't see behind the curtains. So you don't know what's behind those curtains. And then I ended up turning that little room with the stage into a storage room. And then I kind of ended up, I think I already did it, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I do it later in the video, I'm not sure. But I think I end up going back into that room and adding a desk with a computer to kind of represent, like, I don't know, security cameras or something like that, really old security cameras. I really wish that I had gone and put a TV on the desk too, but I just kind of forgot. It kind of slipped my mind. But let's talk about the newest Sims 4 glitch. That is absolutely driving me up the frickin' wall. And I noticed that a lot of other people are dealing with the same thing too, which is super unfortunate. So it's the ceiling glitch. The ceiling glitch. Oh my goodness, I'm so annoyed. So it's basically just nothingness. Literally all the ceilings are just blue. They're just blue and for no reason, and you can't change them. There's nothing that you can do, and it absolutely ruins your builds. Or it doesn't ruin your builds, but it ruins the vibe of your builds. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me so mad. I don't know what's going on with that. I've tried so many different things to like get around it, but no, it's just there and it's here to stay. I'm so over it, you guys. I hope there's a fix for it soon because it's just infuriating. There's just always some sort of new glitch in The Sims 4 and it's infuriating. It feels so unfair. I know that sounds dramatic, but it does, especially when you're a content creator. You're a content creator who's trying to like build themselves a channel based on this game. You are in it every day. You treat it like it's a job. And then all these glitches come around and they just like infuriate you and ruin the vibes. And it's just so upsetting. It's so upsetting. But again, I am going to say how much I love this build. I absolutely love just messing it up. So I ended up buying werewolves, and what else did I buy? The bistro kit. So I didn't plan on getting the bistro kit, but I'm like, you know what? This is really going to help me with this pizzeria. So I decided to do it. And I am very happy that I bought those packs. Oh my goodness, werewolves came in clutch for me with this one. I had so many new cracks to put in the walls and cracks to put in the flooring. It was so awesome. Absolutely love that pack because I love building things that are run down and dingy and old and just like not well kept. I don't know. That's just my vibe. I love it. I love it. I think, again, I've said this so many times in my videos, but it's just kind of a challenge. It's kind of a challenge to do that sort of thing because in The Sims, everything just looks so shiny and brand new. So it's super fun to make things look old and dingy. Oh, but just while I'm at it, because I have been plugging basically everything that I am on right now, every platform. So I did want to mention this really quick. We have the Discord link down in the description, the Twitch link down in the description, and also I have started uploading more frequently to Instagram. So basically I'm kind of in like the Deskgram community. I love taking pictures of my gaming space. As you can see in the background here, I have put a lot of work into making my office cute and cozy, and I'm still working on it and improving it pretty much every single day. And I absolutely love my gaming space that you guys unfortunately don't get to see very often. So if you want to see what I see while I sit down and record these videos, a link will be there in the description to that as well. I just basically post pictures of some of my Sims builds. I also post pictures of things that I collect, and of course my desk. I just post a bunch of different things that I'm into basically. So if you are entertained by these videos and the things that I talk about in these videos, the odds are you're probably gonna like the content that I post over on Instagram. And also, if you guys need any more reason to follow me over there, I did do a super cute photo shoot with Posey with some flowers the other day, and those pictures will eventually be up on Instagram. They are absolutely adorable. You're gonna want to see them. She is the cutest little thing. And while I'm at it, I was thinking about this. So basically I went onto the gallery and downloaded these super cute pizza art decor pictures. I think they're just the paint by reference pictures, but I ended up using those. Unfortunately, I do not remember who put those up on the gallery. If I do remember, I will be sure to put that in the description. And y'all know the drill. If I've forgotten to do it, please do remind me. It's not intentional. I just forget to do everything once I get in the process of uploading these videos. There's always something that I overlook. So please remind me if that isn't in the description yet. I definitely want to give full credit to that creator and make sure that you can download those if you want to from the gallery. But right now we're just going around and roughing it up. Oh my goodness, I used so many floor stains to really rough up the pavement because there just isn't a really rough looking pavement in the game, not to my liking. There's some that have a little bit of really mild like cracks and things, but it's just not that noticeable. So I wanted to make sure I added a bunch more and really made it look rough and old and like it's seen a lot of wear and tear. I also went around and added a bunch of debug items to make it look like there were little bits of grass growing through some of the cracks in the pavement and things like that. Just super fun stuff. I really enjoyed doing that. It's just so much fun. It's so much fun to make everything look old. And let me tell you, this is so the opposite from the build that I have coming up next. Oh my goodness. My next build is very like, I guess the exterior could kind of be a little bit old, but it's pretty well kept and very like modern on the inside. At least my idea of modern, I think. I don't know. This is what I enjoy. This is just so much fun. I can just go crazy with these builds. The build that I have coming up, the New Orleans townhouse, oh my gosh, that took me for freaking ever to do because they're two very large townhouses that are both built on the 3rd wall height, which I never use. So that was genuinely just so freaking overwhelming to me, but I think it worked out well in the end. So I'm excited to share that one with you too. But let me tell you guys, it is so exciting to be back here making videos with you. Again, I really have fun over on Twitch. And again, I would love to see you guys over there if you haven't stopped by already. But at the end of the day, I definitely feel like I am a YouTube girly. It's taken me a long time to get into streaming because I'm just a YouTube creator at heart. This is what I've done basically my entire life, pretty much. I've always uploaded to YouTube in one way or another. It's what I love, and combining content creation with The Sims 4 has just been such a joy in my life. So thank you guys so much for all of the love and support. So I hope you enjoyed this super chatty speed build, a little bit of an update video for you guys. But if you're new around here and you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to join the channel, to become a member of the Moonrays community. And if you enjoyed this video at any point, please be sure to leave a like. That just really encourages me, and it helps me as a creator to know that you're enjoying what I'm doing and that maybe I should continue to make these little videos. But with all that said, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye everybody.